and then the machine is shipped out. Any factory, either a mobile, any equipment which is being general requirements from the government, anywhere it requires a OK certificate, right? To be shipped outside. So the machines are tested in the office. Plus, light वो लड़की नहीं है शायद देखिए मेरे को. So generally the machines are tested, electrical wiring and field setting. So we will do all these 7 parts. You will see that we have a storehouse. We just throw all the material dump. Cannot store. We dump inside. It is laying on the floor. There's all the dust and particles. Right. One of them is like there are like for our point of view, as the pressure is lower pipe and the pipe gets cracked or it is leaked from somewhere, it will be very difficult for you to cut this. Reference in this you can see we have a L connection over here and here we have a straight pipe connection. Flaring tools, vacuum pump. One of the important thing, as I know, like in your market you have a very high rock, right? You don't have even space to open the screw. That should be done by removing all the people from the side, because otherwise the sales will not look at it. The guy who is going to work, who is going to commission machine, why did you use it? If you have it, like our units which are there for TVR, especially in the sulfur side, even if you do, it will take more pipe for you. Okay? So this is to be maintained from each side. Now why do we ask this? Because tomorrow if you need to do some maintenance work, changing of compressor or charging of gas, anything. Now always positioning of the machine, always the bigger machine should be kept as master. Okay? And the smaller machine will be kept as slave. Now here there is a point why we say, because generally when you start the machine, anytime, whenever the machine will start, we say that the master will start, right? During the commissioning, for example, all the load will come on this machine. If we keep this, it will work, but it will have more effort to do, because it will go to the other machine than this load. So better, only the most important thing, it should withstand the weight of the unit. Now, proper support should be provided, bolting should be done to the units. Now, these are big units, 400 kg. It will not move, but the flushing of the pipe should be done. While doing the installation, it should not be just directly inserted. One side should be covered and then it should be used. Now, pipe insulation again, as we said, we need both pipe to be insulated separately, not in one insulation. Once they are insulated separately, then you can make a Foster or a cloth or whatever type of insulation you need, you can do it, but in a proper correct way. But if you see here, there is a gap. So when the unit is running, the water will start to drip from here, right? So this also, if this type of ceiling, the indoor units, Y joints can be installed anyway, horizontal on the wall. This cannot be done. A U-trap, but we need to make sure if our vertical piping is more than 20 meters. Now when I say vertical piping means the piping acceptable. Okay? So you can make 10 degrees of this, no problem. We don't have any issue. But more than 10 degrees, it will have a gravitational flow and the machine will get lesser refrigerant. The upper machine will get lesser refrigerant. The down floor machine will have more refrigerant. Now, one of the important thing is this part. While the installation when we do, we need to have a distance of minimum 1 meter between. Sometimes you will find that this is a bigger size, okay, and this is a very smaller size. If you have very small pipe between these two, the pressure drop will be higher, right? Because from bigger size you are making a smaller size, right? So if you put from this, so it will have more pressure drop. So this is why at least a minimum of 1 meter should be provided between two Y joints. From the Y joint which is going to the machine, half a meter at least it should go straight, and then you can bend the pipe. Why we make this? Because it will have maybe some hissing noise during the operation of the unit. Like you remember in our split unit, when you start, sometimes we have a psst sound for some time and then the sound goes, right? In split unit.
Yes.
So if you have something like that, very less, something like this, it should be done. Half a meter, then you bend the pipe. Now you see this picture, they have immediately bent over here. So it is not recommended to have a very branch joint, we need to weld it. We don't have any flaring type branch joints. Now I think with 7G they are going to make, so we don't need any welding as well. You can, but that will be for the smaller units. The mini, what we call as mini TVR, which is like for the residential units. If you remember, Lana, my colleague, he showed you in the office in the morning time the residential units. So that will have like, and the most destructive thing to damage the unit is welding. Now if you see, there are two pipes which we have kept at, like how we do the flushing. So what will happen when you flow the nitrogen from the machine, from the pipelines while you do the brazing, it will not damages the compressor. So these are, you can see the scroll, how the carbon particles have been stuck inside the compressor, inside the machine. You need to flush both the pipe, suction and liquid as well. Now here is a small video how you can do the flushing of the system. See how they have laid the pipe. Now the flushing work is going on. It's almost 71 psi, which is a good pressure to remove any foreign materials if it is available in the pipe. See, they are not connected inside the machine. One side they have connected, the other side they will make sure it is flushed properly, and then they will connect it to the indoor units. So this is the whole flushing process which we need to follow. All indoor units should be flushed. Then the pipeline should also be flushed. Then it should be connected to the indoor units. Okay? Right. So we need to make sure that the piping is 100% leak proof. So I said to you, at least 48 hours minimum we should do the pressure testing. Secondly, you need to inform the site team as well, because we will be charging some 600 psi. So we need to check for micro leakage like 24 hours, more than 24 hours. If there is a leakage, the pressure drop will be...
No compressor now. Use more for a job.